hello, everybody. Look who I have in the house with me. I told you I would be bringing in an amazing guest, and we were going to shut it down and let this be the end of 2019. This is Conversate with Pamela's last show of the year. Can't believe that. Seems unreal. So unreal. So let me invite some friends in. I want everybody to come on in. Don't forget, we got our evening beverage. Drop yours in. Look, my guest has got hers.
Let's go.
And we're going to have some fun. And we're going to just do like we always do. Just sit down and conversate. So let me invite some friends. I sent the invitation, but I need to go.
I love the invite situation.
Yes. And those of you who I am inviting, I'm going to apologize now. If I miss anybody, please, I apologize right ahead of time, because everyone's going to be like, you forgot me. It wasn't intentional. It's just, me and my guests here chilling and have a good time. I think, again, those of you who know anybody who would like to join or be part of Conversate with Pamela, invite them in. Okay, I think I got everybody. Hello, Nicole. Thank you for joining. Deshaun, thank you for joining. I'm too excited. Look, we even got the flow behind
Right.
So I'm going to go exactly. So first and foremost, before we get in and having some girl time and girl chat here, I want to first and foremost say thank you for joining me. Yes. I'm excited about this, as well as those of you who are joining us live. Real quick, tonight's hashtag is #ShePower, because we're rocking it tonight.
Let's go.
And then as well as real quick, the purpose of Conversate with Pamela is so we as women can come around the table where we are, and we have snacks. I can't wait till you guys see what we got tonight. But we come around and we just sit and talk about how we can get to where we want to get to with the support of each other. Now, one thing I can tell you, a housekeeping rule for Conversate with Pamela, we do not tear each other down. So anybody who tears each other down, sorry, but you're no longer able to be part of Conversate with Pamela. It's all about empowering each other, bringing each other up, not tearing each other down. We have enough going on in society with the tearing down that the support of bringing each other up is necessary. As well as, if you don't know, or you may know, today is Win Wednesday. So you'll get to hear what our win is for this week, as well as I would love to hear your wins for the week. I see I have Deshaun on and I have Nicole on. So I'd love to hear your guys' win for the week. And those of you who don't know what that means is, every Monday I come on and we start setting goals every week, because I want everyone can't say that they don't have the empowerment, the encouragement, they don't have a cheerleader, accountability coach, whomever to get them to their goal. And so that's what I do on Monday. Come on here and we just talk about setting our goal, and I come up with a motivational quote. And then on Wednesday early in the morning, I talked about who is going to be on my show. I just said, you have to tune in. Who my guest is going to be on the show. But as well as tell us the win for the week. I've already had a few people who talked about the win for the week. Now, please understand, even if you have not achieved your goal, you still have time. I'll come back on Friday, Fun Friday. We're going to celebrate as we always do. So with that being said, if you have not set your goal, or you don't even know where to start setting your goal, where you want to even begin to setting a goal, or even how to set a goal, drop it in the feed below, and I definitely will be able to reach out to you, and we can start doing some conversating over where you want to go, where you see yourself going, or what you want to be. So real quick, one more last thing. Tonight's show, it is sponsored by At the Table. At the Table is a nonprofit organization for young ladies and girls. Excuse me. We are having a we are doing a scholarship for young ladies. Those women who are going through cancer, or know someone that's going through cancer, the scholarship will help them with some books, or their tuition. So I will drop it in the feed below. I think I've seen Deshaun on there. If Deshaun, if you're still on, if you can drop it in the feed on how they can get in touch with the flyer. If not, I definitely will drop the flyer in the feed below later on. Okay. I think that's it. So now it's all about girl time.
Yes. How exciting.
Exactly. So first and foremost, I want everybody to know this is Miss Brandi Muhammad.
Yay.
This is my new sister to the table.
Yes.
And you guys are going to hear about her. If there's any questions anyone would like to know or any questions you guys would like to ask her, please drop them in the feed and we will address them today. If we cannot, she says, oh, that's sweet.
Oh, thank you.
Deshaun
That's
said,
my cousin.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, I love Miss Deshaun.
Yes.
With that being said, if we cannot address your question tonight, we will definitely address it definitely offline. It will be one or both of us that address your question. So drop it in the feed below. So, Miss Brandi.
Yes.
Thank you again for joining me here at Conversate with Pamela. So first and foremost, tell everybody, I already know. So tell our guests about yourself.
Yeah, well, once again, thank you, Miss Pamela, for the awesome invite. I'm excited to be here, the last one of 2019. Yay! I feel extra special, right? So once again, my name is Brandi Muhammad. I'm a mom of 3 amazing angels. We call them Bread Baker 1, 2, and 3. Their official names are Jamie, Najee, and Yasmin Muhammad. And I'm a mom. Just recently became a widow 4 months ago, so I still say I'm a wife. But with that being said, God has a plan, and we keep working with that plan that He has. So entrepreneur all the time. Full-time baker, specializing in breads, and we also have some other treats that we do as well, and we also have a travel agency, which is the scenic route, because my mom back in the day, she would get lost, and she was like, we're going the scenic route, so that's how we named that, named our travel agency. So
nice.
So we do.
So I can't wait for you guys to see she said she has a bakery, so she brought us some sweet treats. So we'll get to see you. My mom was so, I have to tell everybody, my mom was like, I don't get no cupcakes, so I'm gonna have to definitely give my mom a cupcake to take her, and my dad, because they've had her cupcakes, and so they were really like kind of bummed that they're not here, but we definitely will send a cupcake home to them. So Brandi, first and foremost, as you are a baker, how long have you been an entrepreneur?
So officially, we started in 2016 with our bakery. 2010, I was just doing it as a hobby for like 6 years. Like, oh, this is great, holidays, and whenever the holidays showed up, I was like, oh, I'm gonna bake some rolls. That was successful. And then I decided at some point maybe we should do some more. Right? So the state would come after me for taxes, and then nobody else would come back and be like, oh, this is our name. So we had to get everything, branded properly so we could have, legalization.
Right. Exactly.
Yes. Be legal and official.
Exactly.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
So what is your name of your bakery?
The name of it is Just Naturally Yummy Bakery and Catering Company. And it used to be, officially, it was called J&Y. So it's still the same, but it started with our children's name. Okay. So Jamie is our daughter, which is J. N is Najee, which is our son. And Y is Yasmin. And so a good friend of mine was like, you can't really name the bakery. Nobody's going to remember that.
Right.
So came up with Just Naturally Yummy Bakery. And at home, we still have Jamie, Najee, Yasmin's Bakery, because everybody works in the business.
I know, that's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes,
Got to start them out. Got to start them out early.
Yes, ma'am.
So with that being said, being an entrepreneur and a mom, what's one of the obstacles that you face on a daily basis?
Time. Yeah. Where is enough time in the day?
True.
Yes.
So true.
Yes.
So how do you juggle it all?
Woo! I still struggle to juggle, right? But what I really do is I try to prioritize my time and just kind of write down what I'm planning to do for the day and sticking to it as close as possible. It's not always a guarantee.
I agree.
But I strive to.
And you know what, though? That's what I tell everybody. Thank you for joining. But it's so true that, here we are. I'm gonna speak on this right now because as women, we have so much going on, and so then time management is hard. It is so hard. So one thing I do teach my clients is even if you don't get to it today, you have tomorrow,
right?
And don't beat yourself up. So do you ever find you beating yourself up if you don't accomplish your goal, that task?
Absolutely.
So what do you do to get yourself back on track?
So what I do is I remind myself I only have this many hours in the day, and I need some time for myself in the process. So I put that goal back on for the next day, or the to-do list on the next day, but I really love to check it off.
Right.
When I check it off, it feels great.
It does.
So all the things I didn't get done, I'm like, oh, well, I did at least get 5 out of it.
Right. But the check mark, doesn't it feel like
it feels great? Yes.
No.
I did
like
something.
We can go ahead and party and celebrate it and be
absolutely.
done.
Absolutely.
I'm glad I love the check mark.
I love the check or highlight something to say it's official.
Exactly.
Right. Start circling. I'm a little frustrated, but checking.
I'm good. Or marking it off, mark it through the line.
Yes.
Oh, I love to do
that. It brings joy to my heart.
Girl.
Yes.
Now, I don't know how you do your time management. Do you have different colors to indicate different tasks?
I have in the past.
Okay.
I really love it.
Okay.
But then I'm like in the car, moving around, or I'm in the kitchen and it's like not enough time. So I'm just writing in a color.
Okay.
Like one color and just doing it. And then a different color I do to mark off when it's completed.
So when you do the time management, oh, who's that? Hello, thank you for joining. Thank you. So with that being said, oh, hey, James, how are you doing? I just realized, look, I had to lay up really close. I'm like, wow, well, thank you for joining. Thank you so much. So with that being said, as time management is huge, especially you being a mom, and not only you're a mom of 3, but you're also not running one business, you're running 2 businesses. Right. So do you find it hard or a hard task? So then with that being said, do you have a tribe that helps you out to pick up where you can't pick up at? Definitely.
The village is always around. So I always reach out to my sisters in particular for what I need.
Right.
And just ask.
Right.
Because if I don't ask, they're not going to help me. Because nobody can read your mind.
That's so true.
Yes.
So true.
Yeah.
But it's funny as we as women, I've heard so many women that don't have a tribe or don't have a let me say this, a supportive tribe. And so with that being said, have you ever come across anybody that doesn't fit into your tribe? And if so, how do you handle that?
That's a good question. You know what? I've really kind of categorized all my sisters.
Okay.
So I have like the Nation sisters. They're in a group.
Correct.
And I have my other sisters who are just like spiritual sisters.
Yes.
They're in a group. And then I have people who don't fit in those puzzles.
Right.
In those boxes as another group.
And that's good.
And I just kind of stick and stay right there.
But that's good because so many of us women cannot understand, cannot fathom to. Now I do the same thing. So everybody has their own a space in my life or in my day to day. But I've come across many women that can't understand why should we categorize everybody, and 2, what's their purpose going to be? Shouldn't they all mush together? And so when you say not everybody needs to mush together. No. And women are always finding it hard to fit, to understand that. Right. So I always ask women, how do they find who is in their tribe and determine who is going to fit into those categories? So I love to hear that you do have that tribe, and that you do have the categories. So that's amazing.
I do.
Yeah,
I do. It works. It works because everybody doesn't mesh together.
Right.
Right. And then we're talking about other stuff, and I'm trying to talk to my sisters in the Nation. They're like, no. I don't get it. Or I'm talking to my spiritual sisters about something, and somebody else who's others like, no, we're going to sit over there at that side of the table, right?
And it's so true. And it's so true. Now, funny thing is, I tried to bring all my tribe, and this is where I learned. I did try to bring the whole tribe together, and it was the most awkwardest thing because you had one group over here, you had one group over here, and one group over here. I'm like, wow. And here I'm sitting in the middle like, how are we going to handle this? Right. So I'm so glad we're solely on the same page as that.
Because the struggle is real.
Oh my goodness.
And then you're being the mediator or the middle person and trying to put everybody together. It's exhausting.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going home like, I'm tired. No, I'm not interested.
Exactly.
No,
exactly.
I don't have enough time
exactly. None at all. Not at all.
If you all blend together, fine. But if not, we're going to keep going.
Right. Keep it moving.
Yeah. Happily.
Absolutely. And be okay with that.
Yes, ma'am.
So with that being said, do you ever come across first of all, how do you set do you have a vision of where you will be next year? And if so, where do you post it at, and how do you come to that vision?
Yeah, so that's a good question. I did have a vision.
Okay.
Prior to my life changing dramatically. But prior to that, we had a vision of like what we're going to do for like 2020. Our plan was like to move to New Mexico. We had it like all like lined up, right? So apparently it wasn't God's plan.
Okay.
So with that, got some adjustments to make.
Right.
And so I just kind of write it out. I know there's like vision board parties. A good friend of mine's having one on Saturday.
Okay.
And so considering going to her vision board party, I just kind of lay it out and see where I am and how I can get to that next step.
Absolutely.
And then definitely, if I can't do it, I find somebody who's like a planner, right, or a trainer or organizer such as yourself. Because we were talking before, and you were like, you do A, B, and C. I'm like, yeah, I need all those things because I don't have that part. I don't have that part of the puzzle laid out. So yes, if I can do that and help, inspire other people to do the same thing. But with that being said, definitely find those people who can help.
Absolutely.
I used to have it written because I used to sell Mary Kay too.
Me too.
So I used to write it on my mirror, right? My goals. And my husband was like, the mirror. So I've since put it on paper. Right. Yeah, and try and check it off when I can. Right. And for 2020, definitely reach out to you next year.
Oh, I would love to.
I would absolutely.
Well, first and foremost, I want to first give you my sympathy.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
On your life. I really am sorry to hear that.
Thank you.
Really do.
Yes, ma'am.
So with that being said, you guys, real quick, we're going to take a moment. I can't believe, look, we're already halfway through the show and it's going on. I know.
That's quick.
It's going by so fast.
It is.
And we even came on before 8 o'clock.
Oh,
so,
yes, we did.
And so it's really good. Yeah. So with that being said, I would love, including you, James, within reason, what are you guys drinking this evening? What are you guys drinking? As you see, today I have tea, just with lemon, and Brandi's drinking water. So I would love for here, you guys are dropping in the feed, what are you drinking this evening? And then as well as, what is your win for this week? Yes. You'll get to hear what our win is, but it's going to be later in the show as we shut down the show for this. I still can't believe 2020 is right around
the corner.
Oh my goodness. Yes. So it's gone by so fast.
It has. Except for this week. Like the children will be out of school on Friday. Yes. And it seems like it's so long. Is it Friday yet? Oh. Almost. I need some time off so I can sleep.
I understand.
In the morning. Not really guarantee, but.
Coffee. Ooh, Nicole, that sounds good. Nicole's drinking coffee. We need it here. Yes. Those of you who are not here in Columbus, Ohio, it's cold here.
Very cold. Like 29 degrees cold.
Right.
Or less.
Or less. Did you hear what she said? Or less. Yes. And I don't do cold well.
No.
So, any hot beverage you're drinking, thumbs up to you. But though, let me stop here real quick. And I would love to hear, I know there's more people on here. Tell us what you're drinking, your evening beverage, as well as let us know what your win is for this week. Again, you'll get to hear ours at the end of the show, and then I'll also get to show you my amazing dessert that was made by my co-host for this evening, Brandi. So you'll get to see those. Let me tell you something, you guys. We'll let her talk a little bit about it, but the cupcakes are amazing. Amazing. And my family will be so excited to get them, especially my parents. Tomorrow,
not
right?
Today.
No, not today.
No.
But I definitely will do that. And in the future, everyone, be on the lookout where everyone can now join us here, where you can sit here here in the flow room, actually, where we will sit down and we do as we're doing, Brandi and I doing. We're here sitting here talking about, tonight is a little different because we're talking about the goals and we're shutting it down and everything like that. But we're going to have some topics that is going to be right on the mark for us women so we can take us to another level in 2020. I can tell you, though, next month in January, it's all about financial fitness. And so we'll be bringing on some amazing speakers here and talk about how we as women can get our finances ready. So when 2021 comes, we're sitting in an amazing space. I can't tell you what I'm working on that piece, but I definitely will have someone so we can start getting ourselves ready. And then in February, I'm going to have some people some women, not people, I apologize. Some women coming on who will talk about their credit.
Okay.
So we can help. Now I have someone to talk about the finances, and then the credit, and then we'll move into some life-changing things. How exciting! I know. So
definitely necessary.
Oh my goodness!
Yes,
we talked about it before. Where women need to come and empower themselves financially first, and not rely on anyone else. And so this is one goal that has been brought to me in many ways that I need to teach. I don't teach, but I can bring everybody together to learn how we can be empowering. So just be on the lookout for that. I'll definitely drop it in, let you guys know who will be speaking, as well as I got something else in store with them that will be intertwining with us on Conversate with Pamela. So be on the lookout for the new change in 2020. So, Miss Brandi, let's go. So, what do you do for self-care since you were so busy with your 2 businesses and your 3 kids?
I am all about self-care.
Okay.
On a daily basis. My family laughs because they think it's so hilarious. I take a bath.
Ooh.
Yes, I take 2. One in the morning, and I take a second one in the afternoon.
Nice.
After work, after like a break, I am done talking to everybody. And I have Epsom salt in there. I use baking soda. I use Florida water. I have like a whole ritual type of situation of just all essential ingredients that I can find.
Nice.
Yes. I do clog up the tub, but hey,
we can work it out.
Right. Kind of day, like, who cares? I want to fix it.
Exactly.
All right, sir. Fix the plumbing. Whatever.
That is
nice.
So you do self-care every day?
I do.
Nice.
Yes.
So do you ever find that, do you ever do anything outside of that? And if so, what other self-care techniques do you do?
So that's a good question. I have not done, just Monday, I got gifted an opportunity to get a facial, which I never had. Official facial. Like I have Mary Kay facial.
Yes.
But like somebody to actually pamper me and put the towel on my face.
Yes.
I've never experienced it. So I did that Monday.
Nice.
It was so therapeutic. I was like, I'm coming back.
Oh.
Maybe quarterly because it's not cheap.
No, it's not.
Right. So, going to consider doing that. And that's all I have for right now.
Nice. Well, let me say this with myself. One of the self-care things that I do for myself, actually, I love to walk.
Okay.
So I go to Easton let me say this, ladies, I leave my wallet in the car.
Oh, good one. I was concerned, like, whoa, Easton.
So I go and just walk around.
Yeah.
And it's therapeutic for me to just relax and walk around. And especially now that the Christmas lights out, it's really nice to see that. And so that's one thing that I do when it's not freezing cold.
I was going to ask you, in the cold?
No.
Okay,
no,
all right.
Not so much. You remember, I'm not. No.
Yes, the cold.
No. So during this time of the season, though, when it is cold, I'm like you. I love a massage.
Yes.
I love a massage.
Yes.
So I am saying that, ladies and gentlemen, you guys need to get out here and do some self-care for yourself.
Absolutely.
I see all of you that are out here on my feed that are joining us tonight live. I know you're all busy. Nicole, especially you, that we need to pay attention to ourselves.
Yes.
Though everything that's going on around us, still the self-care is so important and so needed. So with that, I do hope that you guys, as you hear Brandi is doing some self-care, and I do as well. I hope you as well is doing some self-care. And if so, drop it in the feed and tell us what what type of self-care you do for yourself. So, not only do you do self-care, what else do you like to do?
Ms. Pamela, I just got into doing yoga.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, I replenish. Oh my gosh. It
Amazing.
was like slow and flow or flow and something.
Yes.
Oh, it was so nice.
Yes.
I enjoyed it tremendously.
Good.
Yes, I'm going to go back next week.
Good for you.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what I am going to do, what I can tell you is sometime next year, I definitely am going to have a yoga and have someone to come and do some yoga for us. Hopefully we can bring in a group of people and we can have some yoga. But
that'd be great.
Oh, I love some yoga.
And that's part of self-care, right?
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Absolutely.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So then with that, let me ask you this. We go back to the vision board. You said you do not have one yet.
So let me explain.
Okay.
I went to a sister's weekend.
Okay.
And so they did a vision board.
Okay.
And so for me, I didn't actually do a vision board where it looked like this is what the house is going to look like I've done in the past. So what I did this time was what I was inspired to do. And it was just like motivational quotes and statements and things to help me as I continue on with this new journey or our new norm.
Right.
And so that's what that vision board looks like.
Nice.
And then the one on Saturday, I know the lady has a whole lot of other options. Jay Adams, she was telling me like, yeah, make sure you have your goals lined up because we're going to put on the vision board. So that's more intense.
It is.
Than what I did
before.
Yes, before.
I totally get it.
Yes.
I understand that. And the reason why I say that is because vision boards does keep us focused on our goals. And so many people, and that's why I'm starting to do on a weekly basis, come in and say, okay, everybody, what is your goal for this week?
Yes.
And then if we talk about your goal, then we can also keep each other accountable. And so then we can say that, you know, we've accomplished something. And the reason why I talk about that is how many times that I've come across so many times, I'm sure you have, where you come and you're like, okay, so what did you accomplish this, you know, this week or this month or this year? And then you get this. And so that's why I have created the goal jar. So with the goal jar, and I'll just talk, I had created pieces of paper of the goals that I had accomplished. And so I did that so at the end of the year, you can go back and open up your goal jar. And you can talk about the goals that you have reached.
I love it.
Thank you.
Yes.
And we need that though because then you won't think about I did nothing. Or I didn't accomplish anything.
Right.
So this is the goal jar. I definitely will be having, be on the lookout. Try to do it next month. Have a lot going on. But next month we'll have a goal jar party where everyone gets to decorate the goal jar.
Okay.
And then we'll talk about the purpose and things like that.
That's awesome.
But yeah, that's why the goal jar is all about. The vision board is all about the big picture. And so then if you take it down to little chunks of, okay, here's what I've achieved, then you can put the pieces of paper in there and be gone and be done with
I love it.
So that's what we did today. Let's see. Well, wow, it's 8:25. So with that being said, I'm gonna if you could get your cupcakes.
Sure.
And I will let you guys see what
let's
our
get
treat is. Miss Brandi will be bringing in her amazing. You guys, I can't.
And before I open up with the cupcakes, let me give this disclaimer, right? I specialize in breads.
Right.
My oldest daughter, Jamie, specialized in the past with cupcakes.
Okay.
Right? I did take her recipe. Don't let anybody know. To make these cupcakes because she stopped doing it. Because she has another passion. She's working with Zora's house. And so I was like, I'm just going to borrow her recipe.
Right.
To make these amazing cupcakes. Her cupcakes are amazing.
Exactly.
So don't tell her. I took a recipe.
Okay.
Cupcakes.
Look, you guys.
Oh, they smell so good.
So think, if you guys would have joined us, you would have been able to test out one of the cupcakes. So since it's just us two,
gotta do it.
You guys won't do it. So I'm going to take a cupcake here. And here's a plate for you. And you can have one.
Thank you. Can't get the raspberry because that's your mommy's.
Right. Yes. So you guys, as we're getting ready to eat, what kind of
pumpkin.
So as we see, so this is something that let's be honest, we as girlfriends, we come to the table. I have pumpkin, you guys.
I have the decadent chocolate. Holiday.
Exactly. And so this is all about celebrating end of the year, opening up the goal jar, goals that I bringing together.
It doesn't stop.
Right. At all. We've been here talking, I don't know how many times on my phone. But bringing together where we talk about everything. I know, right, Miss Nicole?
Hey, Miss Nicole.
They are amazing. Amazing. Now, I'm going to tell you this, you guys. The raspberry one, only reason why as she said, the reason why we're keeping them because it's a specialty. It's a favorite in my mom's house. If it wasn't for them, it would be eaten.
Right.
But all about, here we are supporting each other, talking about, our favorite, talking about life and talking about how do we move on to the next level of life. And what way to do it is to empower and inspire each other to get to that point and help each other move up the ladder, whatever you want to do. So Conversate with Pamela, that's what we're doing today. We do every day and always say, always say for everyone to bring their girlfriends.
Mm-hmm.
And so we can chat
Yes.
and eat too. But since no one joined us today, we're eating the cupcakes ourselves.
Without you, it works.
So next time, you guys will have to join us.
Yes. And Miss Pamela, while you're about to eat that cupcake,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
really just appreciate how you help others to be accountable. For me, I do the same thing. If you tell me your goal for 2020 is to do A, B, and C, I'm going to call you like, hey, so how you doing with that goal, right? Because I'm all about inspiring and reminding people you can do whatever you choose to do.
Exactly.
Right? Whatever you put your mind to, you can do.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Oh my
I love
God, you guys, the cupcake is so good.
Thanks.
I may have to go to the gym a couple hours. But
Extra, right?
this is worth it.
Thank you.
So absolutely, because let's be honest. I've heard so many people say, "Well, I don't have anybody to hold me accountable," or "I don't have any place where I can even talk about my goals," or "I don't even know where to start at with my goal." Well, you do.
Yeah.
You have a place,
Uh-huh.
and it's here. And
That's
again,
right.
it's a no judgment zone here. And even if you come across that wall, that you hit that wall, you don't know where to go to or how to start. I'm here for you.
Yeah.
So if anybody's out there that's ready to start their 2020 goal, or if they've already started their 2020 goal and they need some help on being accountable, drop it in the feed, and I definitely will be I'll be your accountability partner.
Yes.
So as we're getting ready to come on around and wrap up the show real quick, so real quick, what is something fun about you that no one knows?
Oh my gosh. You know I'm a Scorpio? Like I can't tell secrets about myself.
Right.
Hold on a second. We started processing because I don't remember that question being written down anywhere. No. I'm just funny. I like to have fun.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, everybody knows I like to dance. So
Oh.
yeah, let the music. You had some music in the flow room, it'll be over. Like there it is. That's all I can say.
Absolutely.
I just like having a good time and helping others to do the same.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's been you are so amazing, and thank you for being my
thanks.
guest.
Yes.
So if anybody wanted to know where your bakery is and how they get in touch with you, can you let everybody know?
Yeah, so once again, the name of our company is Just Naturally Yummy Bakery and Catering. So you can find us online because I have a millennial or one or two or three. And so we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on Twitter. We actually are a mobile bakery. So what that means is we come to you. So we can bake out of our certified kitchen through the Department of Agriculture, or we can come and bake up all your needs.
Ooh.
So if you have, like, if you're familiar for personal chef, we're personal bakers, and I have friends who are personal chefs as well. We'll come, bake up everything, cook everything for you. You can throw an apron on and put some flour in your face, and we out the door, and you can pretend like you made it all.
Now, see, ladies.
Yes.
So I will have Miss Brandi when we jump off here. I will have her put her information below. How amazing would that be for someone to come in, a personal baker? Now, see, now I have a personal baker part of my group now, ladies.
Yes.
So you guys have to definitely check her out. But the cupcake is amazing. I'm eating the pumpkin one. So with that being said, Brandi, what made you get into baking?
Yeah, good question. So I always tell everybody my story. My mom, she still does. She used to make three things, always in particular. She used to make cobblers, peach or apple. She always made snickerdoodle cookies. And she used to make 5-flavor pound cake.
Ooh.
But it had to be Watkins. So I decided when I turned 18, I was to sell Watkins because she would not allow me to make the pound cake without those 5 flavors. So I did that, had a great time. And then later on in the nation, we have a sisters class.
Right.
There was a sister, she taught how to make bread.
Ooh.
I fell in love. Fell in love.
I'm glad I'm not
with it.
I'm not. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. And then I used to work for a good friend of mine, Karen with Bread and Better.
Okay.
And she was like, I was a server, and I used to always look in the kitchen. And she was like, you know how to roll dough? I was like, yeah. Mind you, I had one class. Like, I was stirring that bread up. She was like, yeah, no. But then from there, it became a passion. So
Nice.
I learned how to do it, and
Ever
I love it to this day.
Oh, good.
Yes.
So now I already know this. So those of you who don't know, do you still work in the corporate world?
No, I don't. I work for myself full time with a family of 3, and yeah.
So
We just do
imagine,
it.
and the reason why I say that is, and I want women to know, is there's so many opportunities for us and ways for us to be our own boss.
Yes.
No, I'm not knocking. Let me say this, and let me say this very clearly. I'm not knocking those who likes to work in the corporate world. But women, understand this. Set yourself and be out here for you.
Yes.
And not let no one have that carrot where they're dangling where you have to do something.
Exactly.
Now, it is hard.
Oh, it's heck.
It's very hard.
Very hard.
You have to remember, we are our own boss, so that means we have to go out here and do the work.
Yes.
But it's our control and no one else's control.
Exactly.
So do you have any regrets of doing that?
I don't. You know, the thing about it is I'm living my own dream.
Right.
And I encourage our children, to do the same thing. So each person in our home does something. So my daughter was doing cupcakes, and our son is the money guy. If you ever see him, he's like 6'4", he's like, are you buying that? Sampling. And then our youngest eventually do cookies.
Okay.
So even if they work for other people, they still know that you have something to fall back on. And like you said, there's no carrots dangling because you're doing it for yourself.
I have to. Let me say this. I commend you though that you're teaching your children about entrepreneurship.
Absolutely.
We need to start educating our children on as little as possible. Actually, I am teaching my grandson the understanding the importance of having your own business.
Yes, ma'am.
Even if he's not interested when he gets older, but at least it's an option.
That's right.
And at least he'll have something instilled into him. But I have to commend you because that's awesome that you have all your children and they're all in doing it. Everybody
has to do something.
I know that's right.
Everybody. Because it makes it so much better because they can see us doing it, and then they can. We are like the example.
Exactly.
Right. And then from there, if they choose not to, it's okay. But you have options.
Exactly.
You don't have to be held down to somebody else's dream.
Exactly. I'm with you.
Yeah.
So if there's anybody out there, let me just stop here real quick. If there's anybody out there that has any questions for either and both of us, please let us know. If you are watching the live, please hashtag ShePower. Right. Whoop whoop. If you are watching the replay, please do hashtag replay, and it's just so I will know who is watching live versus who's watching the replay. That's all I use it for, is that purpose only. So with that being said, do you have any advice for any woman that is watching us right now?
Yeah, I would definitely say find your tribe. Find those individuals that'll help you be accountable and help you and be encouraged to continue on. So even if you're working in corporate America and you love it, do it. But find your passion, what you're passionate about and what you love to do. And do that part-time because, the sky's the limit. That's what I say. That's my quote. The sky's the limit. And I can do anything that I put my mind to. So just go out there, live your life, have fun, and don't stop living.
Absolutely. Live is the most. Live your life.
Yes.
And so as you heard her say, because I did ask Brandi to bring on her quote, so you guys will see her quote being posted all around social media until next week. But I want, and the reason why is because I truly live off the empowerment and the inspiration of other powerful women. And I believe that if I get if I get your positive energy, it flows through me, then I absolutely pass it along. Absolutely. To other women, so they can soar to their amazing, passionate life.
Yes.
Well, you guys, then it's over. 2019, we're going to have to say it, shut it down.
Woo. Shut it down with the roar.
Yes.
Yes.
Look, the cupcake was the bomb. You guys missed it. But I would love, again, those of you who are joining us and seeing us, and you would love to sit here with us. You don't have to be in the limelight. You can just sit here and talk as we're talking. I would love for you to just drop it in the feed and just say I'm interested. I'll also have some forms out there you can fill out, so you can let me know if you can't come next week and you can come you can't come in January, you can come in some other time, because this is the last show for 2019.
Yes.
And what a way to shut it down was with amazing cupcakes, with an amazing woman, and some powerhouses as well. So, you guys, I wanted to first and foremost say thank you for joining us. You guys are all amazing. You guys are rock stars, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart, because without you, I definitely would not be where I'm at now. And I cannot wait to see where we're going in 2020. So watch out.
Yes.
everybody, and we have enough space for everybody to come along and ride on the 2020 train. So I'm excited about it. And in closing, Brandi, would you like to say anything before we shut it? Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. What was your win for this week?
Oh, my win for this week, coming on Pamela Stone's yes, Conversation with Pamela, because I've never did it. Yes, first time ever. So excited.
Yeah,
that's my win.
And I hope she come back and be a regular on the show, be part of something that we're stirring up right now. So I hope she will come back. So you guys, again, my win is actually I will be speaking in January. I will be doing a 2020 vision board. I will be speaking there. I will drop it in the feed where it's at. Don't forget, those of you who has anybody that is interested in a scholarship for a young lady, I will drop it in the feed on where you can get details on how you can connect to the scholarship. And as we get ready to close down, anybody that has a win, please drop it in the feed. I love to shout out. I love to celebrate. I love to hear everybody what your win is. It's all about us celebrating each other and empowering, inspiring each other to get to wherever you want to get to. So you guys, it's a close. It's a wrap for 2019. Thank you for joining us. And until next year. Oh my goodness. Can you believe that?
Oh, 2020.
2020
is around the corner. Yes.
So with that being said, until 2020, you guys are amazing. You're a blessing. And I hope you guys all remember, when you're a blessing, bless somebody else. Until next year, you guys. Bye.